Hello everyone. Is anyone there? Good evening. Hope everyone's well. Sorry, we're running a couple minutes late because I just got home. I don't usually do them in the evenings lately, so it's nice to jump on this evening and have a chat with the Greek Carnivore, Alexandros. I can see he's here. I'll just send you an invite. 1 second. Let me see, where are we? Invitation, beautiful. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Great. I don't know if I cannot see you. I
You
don't know
can't
if
see,
that's my.
I can see you. Can everybody else see the both of us? Anyone who's watching?
Yeah,
Anyone who's
somebody. I
watching?
don't see the chat either.
Anyone who's watching, can you see the both of us? Hi, Katie.
Hello.
Can you see
Okay,
me
I
or you
see the
can't see me?
chat.
Hmm. We could,
Okay, well, it's weird.
they can see both of us. That is weird. Do you want me to jump? Do you want to jump off and back on?
Yeah, I'll try to jump off and come.
All right. Beautiful. Thank you. We'll just see if we can get him back on, and then you can see the both of us. Okay. Back on. Let's have a look. Hello, everyone who's joining. Wherever you're joining from, let me know. I'd love to know who's joining us from Greece. That would be really fun to know. Let's get in on here. Click on. The topic is going to be carnivore, the carnivore lifestyle, carnivore diet, and anything else that pops up. Let's see here. I wish I was joining from Greece too, Katie. All right.
So I still cannot see you, but it's fine. I guess if
Oh,
everybody can see us.
that's
Hello,
such a
everyone.
shame. You can't not see me. It's hard for you
Hear
to
me?
connect.
Can you hear me? All good?
Yeah, I can hear you. No problems.
All
No
right.
problems.
I will watch the replay.
You'll have to. You'll have to. How are you?
Good. Great. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Yeah, just run a few minutes behind because I just got home. So yeah,
Yeah, no
all
worries.
good.
No worries.
Looking forward
No worries. And we
to our chat.
also,
Tell me,
yeah,
tell me,
really.
you're the Greek carnivore, but you are not in Greece. Where are you living currently?
Yeah, so I'm living in Switzerland. So I
Yes.
moved here when I was 9 years old. So
Hmm.
it's been a while, 20 plus
Wow.
years.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
but deep down I'm Greek. So this is why the Greek carnivore. So yeah, and all my family is Greek. We all speak in Greek. So that's for me kind of a way to stay connected to my country. And so, yeah, someday the idea is to come back someday. So, not yet,
Don't
but
don't they don't they all say that?
exactly. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how it's gonna happen, but
um,
this could be done. And you're from Greece too, right?
yes, my father was born there in Kalamata, and then
Mm.
my mother's family is from Castellorizo.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And
So
you,
we don't, we don't speak much Greek here, so let's not try and do that.
okay.
But yeah, no, we also continue the culture and tradition and the close family kind of unit, and yeah, yeah. I laugh because a lot of the Greeks and even our families here talk about always going back.
Mhm.
Um, But I'm happy to go back and have a holiday and come back and live here.
Yeah, yeah. Because I see there's a lot of Greek community in Australia. It's
There
quite
are.
big. Yeah.
It is a big
Um,
community. Yeah, it's amazing. Have you been?
yeah. Yeah, actually, I've been. It was in 2013,
Yeah.
uh, and I've been to the Gold Coast, South
Mm-hmm.
Queensland side.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Yes.
It was the best experience ever. So I spent 3 weeks, and I
Beautiful.
remember I went there for it was like a kind of a package with English school and scuba diving. So
Yeah.
I went more for the scuba diving and like meeting people,
Yes.
and it was just an experience, an amazing experience. And now that I'm thinking,
Beautiful.
also I remember what struck me, and of course back then I was not a carnivore, but I went to this shop. I don't remember the name of the shop, supermarket, huge, and I go into the
Yeah.
meat section, and I see like the choices were like so many choices. I
Yeah.
was like, wow, this is a paradise here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of choices. Definitely. We have big supermarkets here. So yeah, not surprised. Queensland's really nice. At the moment, they've got a cyclone coming from the ocean. So anyone who's watching from Queensland, I hope you're all okay, especially the Gold Coast. It's coming right from the ocean to the land. So sending lots of love to anyone up in Queensland right now.
Oh, well, yeah,
I don't think it's sunny at the moment.
mm, yeah,
So
it's a beautiful area. I mean, I also went a bit into the White Sundays, you know, those the
yeah,
islands over there. I did a
beautiful.
safari with a diving safari. It was the best experience ever. And I always thought that if Australia was not that far, that I could see myself live there, definitely.
Mm.
Like the climate and everything looks
There's a lot of Greeks in the Gold Coast. Yeah,
Mhm.
I know quite a few. So you should come again for a holiday. But
Yeah,
I'm in
definitely.
Adelaide, so that's south of the country. But yeah, you'll have to come and do a bit of a trip again sometime.
Yeah, more of a proper one because this time
Yeah.
was really short. Like it was really short, 3 weeks. I mean, such a huge country. So many things to see. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so the reason why you're on tonight is because these are carnivore chats, and I bring on guests who are following the carnivore diet. Most of the guests have had a reason to go carnivore, and I love for us to have a chat about your story and yeah, why you started carnivore and what it's been doing for you and how it's changed your life. So yeah, let us know.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, the main reason was I was tired for 10 years. So I had so I, let's take it from the beginning. When I was a kid, I was always hyperactive.
Yep.
So I was involved in sports in my young age. When I was in Greece, at around 5 years old, I started playing basketball, and that was my whole life until I was somewhere around 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
And even when we moved here to Switzerland, this is where I started being in competitions. We won even 2 times the Swiss Cup with two different teams. So it was at a very high level. I was always there was also another time, some time where I was in 3 teams because I was playing with people that were 1 year older than me. So I would compete with older, uh, uh, yeah, older kids,
Mm-hmm.
and but sometimes I would go into the team of my age to help them, you know, win some games or whatever. And so I would have these 2 teams, and then there was a third one, which was the selection of Geneva. That's where I am, which they select. Anyway, just to bear you the details,
Mm-hmm.
hyperactive it's an understatement. I was going to play a match, and after that, I would go to the gym. Like I was
Yeah.
feeling nothing. Like I wouldn't feel nothing, really, no tiredness, nothing. And then came, I had the mononucleosis, and for those who know, or don't know, it's a virus that basically it's supposed to, for a short period of time, not always, but for me, it paralyzed me for a month. Sometimes it can be more, more or less. Some people get it very mildly, but for me, it was for 1 month. I was in bed.
What, physically?
I remember I was, sorry?
Physically, physically
Yes.
paralyzed, like you couldn't
Yes.
move?
Yeah,
Wow.
physical. Yeah, and to give you an example, and that's I couldn't move to go to take a glass of water. I was really
Mm,
thirsty, like the energy to stand up and go take the glass of water that is, I don't know, 10 meters away. It was a
mm,
huge energy expenditure. So I couldn't even do that. And I remember at this
yeah.
time, my mom was there, so I was young enough to be with my mom, and she was helping me a lot.
Mm,
And so
mm,
after this 1 month, it got better. I got back to sports
mm-hmm.
slowly, but I never really recovered 100%. So it was always I was feeling this kind of uh, a ceiling of my energy. It's like, okay, now I have to move differently.
Yes.
I don't have this abundance of energy anymore. So I had to kind of adapt to take new strategies on how to play, how to.
Mm,
I didn't have such abundance of energy, and so slowly, along the with the years, uh, it was getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And so what happened was that after a year, we go to the doctor. Okay, I'm still tired. Oh yeah, it can be from the mononucleosis. It's rare, but could happen. Okay. Second year, same. Well, it's a bit, it's very, very uncommon. After 2 years, okay, let's start digging a bit. And so after those
mm-hmm.
2 years, I started digging, going to doctors, and something I didn't mention also is that when I was a kid, I always had migraines. So
Yeah.
and it was quite severe migraines where I had to kind of isolate myself, sleep, and then when I would wake up, it would be better, right? And so I already had a set of doctors. I already saw a lot of doctors for that. They couldn't tell me anything. What was
Yeah.
it? I even had electrodes on my head.
Mm,
And so now it's like second part. So I was living with it, right? It was not something that was debilitating my daily life. It was annoying. It was just annoying.
mm,
And now it's the tiredness, and now it's like, okay, let's see what this is about. And so I'm now 18, 19, 20 years old, and I'm starting to go to doctors again, um, and they couldn't find anything. I always had a feeling in my thyroid
yeah.
that something was wrong in my thyroid, but they never found out. All the tests were good. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. That's what we thought. They didn't do a really comprehensive and full panel. Now that I know that the panel was not full, they just did three main hormones: T3, T4, TSH, which can be normal, but you can have a severe thyroid issue with that. So, but I didn't know it at this time. I
Mm-hmm.
was, you know, doctors know better than me, so I have
Mm,
to trust. So, okay, let's find something else.
yeah.
And so this took 10 years of trying, finding things. And then what happens is that at some point I live with it. This is my reality. I mean, there's no explanation about it. This is who I am. This is my new identity. This is my new, yeah, this is me, right? So it becomes you. And so
Mm,
I became a person that was sedentary. I tried to do some sports, but I was always a bit tired afterwards. The next day I would be sore, and it was really I was in a mood, not in the mood to move a lot, right? And so that was my new reality. And also I had some thoughts as I'm 24, I'm yeah 25, 26 years old. I'm aging. Yeah, this is it. Getting older,
Mm,
right? At 26 years
mm,
old, I'm getting
mm.
old.
Yeah.
And so you would hear people complain about that, and you would see 50, 60, 40, it doesn't matter the age. People would always say that as a, not an excuse, but an explanation. They don't know why they have the, the things that they're having, the problems they have. So that's the only explanation. Well, because it gets worse and worse by time. Well, that's the normal continuation of things. I'm aging. Well, that's it. And so what happened was that I just accepted it. And how I found out about the carnivore diet, I guess, like almost everybody through the internet and testimonials and people talking about it. And so
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it, but in the beginning I was like, that's not necessarily me, because I was looking at these crazy changes from people that were really, really overweight, losing fat. That was not necessarily my problem, although I had some extra fat. That was not necessarily something that was bothering me. It was the energy. I couldn't move. I mean, I had to every time I would wake up, I had to kick myself in the butt to do stuff. And I'm quite a driven person. My mindset was in a right place. Like it's not my psychology, because they send me also to psychologists. Maybe it's your psyche or whatever. But I knew that's not it. Like it's not something
Mm.
that I can control with my mind. My body is not. Something's wrong with the body. And so when I started digging a bit with those testimonials, I was like, oh, chronic fatigue. What is this chronic fatigue thing? So I looked it
Mm.
up, and that's where I found out that, oh, this is what I have actually. This whole time I had chronic fatigue. All right. So okay, at least I have there's a name on what I'm experiencing. Some other people have it too. And
Mm-hmm.
not only that, but they cured it with a crazy diet called carnivore diet. And I'm like, all right, that sounds extremely uh, unscientific, you know, it goes against everything.
Mm.
It goes against everything. And there was a part of me that was like, because it goes against everything, that's something I haven't tried. Well, let's do it, since so many people have these crazy changes. Why would they lie? And it was also, yeah, let's try it. Okay, let's see. And if it's not 10, like if it's 50% what they're talking about, even if it's 10% what they're saying that it's this amazing thing,
Yeah.
it's already an improvement.
Mm.
And okay,
Mm.
let's try it. And so I put myself a goal to try it and give it a real try. So I really went full on lion diet
From the
uh,
beginning, like from the first moment, like you
from the
you
first.
you went,
Yes,
wow, yeah. How was
yeah.
that?
I wanted. There was I mean, it was, yeah, it was amazing, because the first week, I mean, it was not as easy as you would expect, right? Because you cut absolutely everything. I've been an addict of sugar and chocolates, mostly chocolate. Everything has to do with chocolate.
Yeah.
Cookies, but cookies with chocolate.
Mm.
Bread or cakes. The cake had to be with chocolate.
Yeah.
The milk with chocolate. Like everything had to be with chocolate, sugary chocolate. So ice cream, chocolate ice cream. So everything had to be with chocolate. And so for me,
Mm.
this was the most hard thing to cut. And there was a moment where I had that was the third day, a crash of sugar addiction. Like I needed my sugar, and so I brought a friend with me. I thought to the supermarket. I said to him, "Look, I need to buy bacon because I heard somehow magically the bacon's gonna cure my sugar addiction." And I was like, "Okay, that sounds so silly. I need sugar. Why would I take bacon?" I was like, you know what? Let's give it a try. Let's see, this magic thing. Uh, all right, let's give it a try because people seem to have such a great um, change with this thing. Let me give it a good try. 3 days is not enough. So I went with my friend. I told him, look, if you have to take me by the arms and turn me around, I don't want to take anything else but the bacon. Okay, good. We went. I took the bacon, went back home, cooked three slices. As I'm eating them, and then I realized it's gone. My addiction is gone. Like third day, uh, I was like, what is this? This is crazy. This makes absolute no sense. It's working. I can definitely feel it. I see it. I forgot about how I was feeling. Like it was, I don't know how to explain. I was a drug addict, and now in a matter of minutes, it's gone. I'm like, wow, there's something powerful with this thing.
Yeah.
And from that moment, I knew something was going on, and that could be something for me, that I could do it long term. Because up until this
Mm.
point, I didn't. I thought to myself, if it's gonna continue like this, I can't. Like I have to take back some carbs, some chocolate, some like there's no way. Uh,
Yeah.
and so I remember the sixth day very vividly. It was like I went out and I saw everything was so much brighter. I was feeling so much better. It's difficult to explain, but like I was feeling so much confident in myself, so centered, and I was feeling a huge difference. My migraines gone. They were gone like already
Mm.
in the first week. And so the mind clarity, what everybody was talking about, mind clarity. What is this talking? What are they talking about? Mind fog gone.
Oh.
What is this mind fog? Well, now I know. Oh, okay. I understand now what they were saying
Mm.
about it. I was always in this constant mind fog all my life, and now I understand it. Now it's clearer. Now I can think clearly. And yeah, and when it's something that it's so ingrained in your life, in your yeah, it's in your daily life. You just take it as is. Oh, that's it, right? Because we are we're meant to adapt, right? We adapt as human beings. We adapt in situations, and so when the situation is constant, we can deal with it, much easier. Even the pain goes away, right? Our feeling of the pain goes away as we get the stimuli again and again and again. After a while, you just lose it, and you think, "Oh well, that's normal,"
Yeah.
and now that's your new normal to feel this pain all the time. But you don't
Mm-hmm.
realize that all these things are not meant to be in your body, and you're not meant to be this way. And that was the amazing thing that I figured out was that, well, it's like a complete reset of everything.
It's a
Like,
great way to
wow,
put it. Yeah. It's
yeah,
a it's
yeah,
a reset. I love what you said about seeing things more vividly, brighter. I say that all the time about seeing life through new eyes. Like it's incredible how the colors look brighter. You
yeah,
see beauty
yeah,
in everything. We just don't realize how much how we're living or we're eating is impacting how we're actually seeing the world, how we're experiencing life. And people are so familiar with it that they're comfortable just staying where they're at. And it's a real shame. It's a real shame that most people have to hit some kind of disease or sickness or fatigue like that where they have to make change. one of the biggest reasons for me to be doing these chats and also the events that I run and supporting people through transition into this kind of lifestyle is because I think everybody deserves to be living like that, you know, like we deserve to be thriving as human beings. And we hear these stories over and over and over again of people feeling incredible eating this way. And when people feel like it's restrictive, which I'm sure you get all the time, it's like, would you choose restriction? Or do you want to eat everything and life is restricted? So if there's a food restriction or there's a life restriction, you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah, definitely.
what people need to understand that it doesn't feel like it's restricting anything in your life. It's just fuel for your body so you can live in the best way possible and thrive and enjoy life as we're meant to. So I think the way that you've
Yeah,
described it would probably, you know, mean that that's what happened for you. It's amazing.
yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly the what I was saying before, that we are living our lives thinking this is how it's supposed to be, and we never realize that, because I talk also to a lot of people and they say, oh, I'm fine, I'm okay, and you look, no, you're not. You're tired all the time. You feel dizzy. You feel I don't know, many issues that
Mm,
you're experiencing on a daily basis, but you don't
yeah,
see them as issues. And and that's the problem. And I think this is the problem, is that we are not looking at the optimal way of living. It's just living, and those things are just part of it. No,
yeah.
it's not supposed to be a part of living to feel this way. It's not normal. Feeling sick all the time, it's not normal. Like, I'm going out. If you go out, I don't know, with a group of people, uh, there would always be some discussion about some problem, health problem. Oh yes, I mean, obviously we are people. It's not that we will never have any problems, but what I mean is that there are so many things that are happening in our lives. We don't even realize why are they happening, and even that, and even further, that we can actually do something about it. This is the most, I think, empowering thing, to understand that, oh, my headaches could be gone. Ah, really? And again, what is the reason why you want to do all this? Is the pain of staying the same uh, big enough to change something today or not? And some people are just fine by how they are today, and I think this is the
Mm.
problem. Or not, actually, if they are okay with it, that's not necessarily a problem.
But
But in
how
my in
about,
my view,
I was going to say, people just don't know what they don't know. They think they're okay, or they think I'm doing all right. You know, they actually don't know what it feels like to thrive. And I can say that from my own experience. Like, I didn't know what I didn't know. I had not
Mhm.
had the experience before. So how do people know they're at their ultimate, at their living their life optimally? Then they don't know, you know. And with what you're doing, what I'm doing, and a lot of other people are doing out there, is just sharing stories and maybe you know, empowering people, inspiring people to think about what they could maybe change to feel better than the way they do. You know, we have this
Yeah,
obesity problem. Everyone's got some kind of ailment or something going on for them. You know, hopefully not too bad, but like um, sometimes it's very, very simple but not easy. Because
yeah,
you know, it's not what you did is not an easy thing to do. Go from standard diet, you know, to lion diet. You know, that takes so much inner strength. You know,
mhm.
but how quickly? A lot of people ask about cravings. Like, how quickly did you lose cravings? How quickly did you not? You know, you lost
Yeah,
hunger. You know, like you feel very full, don't you?
it was like this third day. It took me 3 days, and
Yep.
and I think that you're right. I think that most people in this situation they would just give up. I think so because it was. I don't know how to explain to you, and I have never before this moment. I have never felt. I was never addicted as I thought to any substance.
Yeah.
So I don't know, or any other substance, I would say, than sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know how an addiction is felt until I started cutting. I cut the sugar, and that day it was like I couldn't do anything. Like I couldn't do anything else. This was in my mind all the time, every second. I need this now, right now.
You need
And
the sugar. Is that what you mean?
the sugar, yeah, I needed sugar. I needed chocolate. I needed something
Mm.
right now, now. And this feeling I had never felt it before because whenever this came, well, I would just eat something, right?
Yeah.
And I would just feed it. I would just feed the addiction. I'd be like, oh, now I'm better, so now I'm good. But yeah, this momentary good feeling, it's it's screwing my health. But I didn't know it
Mm.
at this time. I didn't know it
Wow.
until I cut it. And to answer to you, it took me 3 days. It was very hard, uh, and for many reasons, because I think, also something that I'm telling people is the fat. Eat fat, right? So
Mm.
this is the magic the magic answer to the
Mm.
sugar addiction is to eat the fat,
Yeah.
and that was
Yes.
something I was missing. Something that was missing for me those 3 days that I started because I took Lion Diet
Mm-hmm.
and obviously I took the leanest cuts
Yeah.
I could find because that's what we are taught
Mm.
without knowing that I should take some particular pieces. I saw it's red, it's nice, it looks good. I take this one.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, third day I needed my energy, I needed my sugar, I needed something. And so, yeah, but it was at the end of the day, it was so easy after all. Like it
Yeah.
was so hard. It was so hard because I had to push through that. But then when I pushed through it and I gave it what I needed, what my body needs, from that third day, it was gone, gone.
Yeah.
A lifelong addiction of sugar that I
Mm.
didn't know I had. I didn't even know I had it. So,
Yeah. Imagine if you hadn't come across the video. I mean, if it was a video you initially saw, or imagine if you, and this is what I think when people find out about something. It's like you don't realize how significant that moment in time was for you until you can sit here now and tell the story and go back to that moment where it's like, wow, this might actually work for me. And I wonder if I give it a try. What I like is that you said you didn't resist it. You said, well, I've been living like this. So, if something can help me, I'm going to give it a shot. And most people who have something, like I have my good friend Bradley Marshall, he's in Melbourne, and he had really bad eczema, really, really bad his whole
yeah,
life. And I think it took him like 14 weeks on Lion Diet, and he completely cured.
still,
Like it is
yeah,
so bad. Look him up, everyone. Bradley Marshall.
incredible. Yeah,
His skin was terrible, and he cured it in 14 weeks, just like that.
yeah,
Amazing.
it's incredible.
His
Incredible.
skin glowing now. But he basically ran into someone in the gym who told him this might be something you should try. And if he hadn't had that conversation that day, he would have never found it.
Yeah,
And this is where I'd say to everyone who's jumping on and off at the moment on our live tonight, if something that we're saying uh, resonates with you, or it's something you might like to try, there's plenty of information out there, lots of people who can help you. We can help you to get started. And there's it's what have you got to lose, really? And I really encourage people all the time to have their own experience and then make their own choices based on their experience. You can go and get as much information as you want from whoever you want, but I think you have to have your own experience and then decide, and I don't know many people who have gone carnivore and then decided to go back. Like a lot of people just simply say, why would I go back to living like that? You would never go back, would you?
No, there's no way. There's no way.
Never,
There's no
never.
way. And I think it's because, I have such a strong why, right?
Mm,
Like your friend
yes.
Bradley, I mean, why would he go, like, why would a logical person would go back to feeling the way, like,
Mm-hmm.
it
Yeah.
makes no sense. It makes
Yeah.
no sense. You feel the
No.
best ever. Why would you go back to be, because, it's a restriction. Okay, there's a restriction of food. Okay, great. But there's also a restriction of feeling tired all the time, and I
Mm,
can't move. Uh, I was in my studies, and my studies were in jeopardy because I didn't
yeah.
have the energy to study as much. We had so many classes that I had to push myself through. Because the thing is that your body is already fighting an internal battle, and now you have to, fight with the exterior world as well,
Yeah.
right? Uh,
Yeah.
so you have to focus on the other things as well. But your body is on fire.
Mm,
It's so until you understand that, okay, I need to first clean this body and like make make all these things go away, all this fire, right? Like the literal fire,
yeah.
the inflammation and all these chronic problems to make them go away, and then you can concentrate so much better to other things that are uh, outside of your body, right? That's where you can be more focused in your mind because you're not focused on how to regulate your sugar or how to digest some foods or how to walk a certain way or because your body is now in a good state. So now you can
Mm,
focus better on thriving. And you
yeah.
said something. You said something before. What would happen if I didn't do it? I mean, obviously I wouldn't be here, but I would be a different person. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be. It doesn't even. It's two complete different people. Like a
Yeah.
person that I might have never been able to complete my studies, and the trajectory is like now I'm married, I have a kid, so I would never be able to make a family
Mm.
and
That's so
all these things
good.
that I'm doing.
Amazing.
So
Change your life. It's changed your life.
it changes. It changes everything. Everything.
It
Yeah. Yeah.
does.
So I wouldn't give it.
Hey,
Why would I give it up?
never, 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 never. You just wouldn't. Hey, there's a lot of people that are watching, I can see, who are joining, who I assume are from Greece. So if anyone's watching and you're in Greece, actually in Greece,